Hello there, this is RomWills coming back with yet another video. Once again, it is Sovereign Saturday. There will be people who will try to stop you from living a sovereign life. Yeah, that's a long one, but that's a real issue. Yeah, you up here trying to live a sovereign life. You trying to have some control in your life in areas that you can outright control. You trying to have some leverage in areas that you can't outright control. And you might think, oh yeah, all these people are going to be supportive of you. No, no, no. As the elder would say, no, Daffy Dan, no. People ain't going to be supportive of you. They want you to live a life just like they're living. They want you, they might tell you, like at first you say, yeah, I'm trying to have some control in my life. I'm trying to do this and that. And they'll look at you and they'll be like, yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah. You know, it's just like, yeah, go ahead. It's like them telling a little child, oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can be an astronaut when you grow up. Yeah, you can have all that stuff. Yeah, they tell you that, but they don't believe it until they actually see you doing it. But then when they actually see you doing it, they will try to sabotage you. And they're going to just sabotage you for just one reason. I don't care what the situation is, because they not doing it. I'm going to tell you what, people just going through life, people do not like you doing something that they feel like they can't do. Now, the only people who will support you, who will be there to support you, are people doing it themselves. But I'm going to tell you what, trying to live a sovereign life, that can be a bit lonely. That can be a bit lonely. You might have to, as we used to say back in the day, shy away from some people. You might have to love some family members from a distance because you trying to do all this great stuff, but these people ain't supporting you. And in fact, some will try to sabotage you. You trying to do something and they trying to sabotage you. The scary thing is they might not even be conscious they trying to sabotage you. But they ain't good with what you trying to do. They ain't good with you trying to like go to another level. And you know, it's like they looking at you because they looking at themselves and they looking like they don't have any control in their lives. They living secondhand lives. They either working, if they even have a job. They have other people. They have, as I call them on my Deep Thought channel, the days controlling every aspect of their lives. And the days could be everything from a family member sleeping in the same bed with them or being in the same house to some big, powerful days. Some people, they good with that. They used to that. I ain't gonna say they good with it. They used to it. This is how life is for them. This ain't how life is gonna be for you. And sometimes when you're doing some stuff, you don't even want to really tell people. That's why it's said if you're working on something, don't be like announcing it to everybody. Because people are going to say stuff to you. Like I use the example when I was writing. I had several people come into me saying, oh, you can't make any money doing that. How you expect to do something like that? I even had somebody who worked in the publishing industry. Somebody had gone out with who was not trying to help me. That's how some people are. They not doing it, so they don't want to see you doing it. And indeed, you might find out, you start making it, you start having some control in your life, you moving up from that little jacked up basement apartment to a nice little house. You might think they cool, they really ain't. They really ain't. They see what you doing, they see you making more money, they see you walking taller. You think they'll be cool with you. No, Daffy Dan. No, they are not. They see you having better relationships, better life. They see you having more control in your life. And you think, oh yeah, they're going to be down for you. They working with you. No, that's not always going to be the case. Because they going to stop you because they not doing it. And that's one of the things when if you on this sovereign path, you trying to do stuff, you can't let everybody know. one of the things I would strongly suggest is just do it. Just do it. You don't need their validation. In fact, you're not going to get validation from many people. Only people who will try to help you is people, if you can find them, people who've done it themselves. Because people who are above you, they already doing it. Most of them, I'm going to say most of them, there might be one here or there who don't, but most of them ain't going to mind helping you. Most of them are not going to mind telling you what to do. They're not going to put you down. You share your dream with them, they're going to figure out ways to help you. At the very least, they're going to be supportive. They're going to be like, you know what, you can do this. And they're going to be dead serious. But when you're dealing with somebody at a certain level, they don't want you to rise above them. They don't want you doing better. If they living in a jacked, if you around a bunch of people, you living in a jacked up neighborhood, they don't want you to move. They don't want you to move. And really, it's not about you. It ain't really about you. It's about what they can't do. And they don't want to be reminded what they can't do. Because then if somebody in their position is moving up, is doing better, then they have to really look at themselves. And many people don't want to look at themselves. You know, I always talk about the days. A lot of people embrace the days. And a lot of people say, nah, they won't let me do that. But then you like, wait a minute, you got an education or a certification. You doing what you can to move to another level. Everybody's not going to be down for that. Everybody is not going to want to help you. And you have to remember that. Yeah, unfortunately. Because let's just be real, when we look at most people out here, most people don't want to go to their next level. Most people don't want to do what they got to do. Most people get stuck, they in that herd. Hey, they want to be in the safety of the herd. They stop by those fences that are put up by the different days. They rather follow the crowd. They don't want to do anything extra. They don't want to be that star in something. I mean, come on, we live in a society now where somebody, you don't even need, shoot, you got AI. You can ask AI anything. You can be pointed to whatever subject you want to be pointed to. You can do the research. You can do the things that you need to do. If you need to get a better job, you can get an education. You can learn what you got to learn. Starting a business, or that's not hard. Or moving up on your job, I'm gonna tell you what, that's just a matter of learning what you're doing and just working hard. Whatever you're going to do. Being disciplined to get your credit right so you can move around, you can use that better. You can do that yourself. But see, you got a lot of people, they don't want you to do that. And see, that's the thing. I'm gonna tell you what, if you want to live that sovereign life, you just got to do it. Yeah, you know, like people get into a thing, they think, oh, everybody's going to help them, or they want to tell who they think are their friends what they're doing. Yeah, you got to really look at that. Sometimes you just got to go ahead and just do it. And until you find the person that's going to support you, the people who are going to support you, just keep stuff to yourself and just go on. Because a lot of people don't want to help you. I want you to keep that in mind. You got many people who try to stop you. But here's the thing. The most important thing is what you want to do. You want to rise to that higher level. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Keep rising to become the sovereign man that you are meant to be. And I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.